Heyo everyone, it's AJ, and today it's Monday. And you know what that means. It's Manga Monday! Yeah! Here we go. The newest Bungo chapter for the month of August. We are now into chapter 103, which is a halfie, so we'll get 103.5 next week. Well, next week, if only. Next month! Oh, if only it was next week, especially what fucking happens in this chapter. But anyway, let's get started. We start off with the fucking arsehole himself, Fukuzawa, because he must know that I fucking hate him, and I just seen his fucking face on the rooftop, and I'm just like, can you just jump off it? That would be nice. But he's all looking someway, having a war flashback, and basically somebody died in his arms, and yeah, you can tell I really care, can't you? But it doesn't matter, because here the main action of the chapter begins, in which we have Fukuzawa with Ranpo walking up towards him and basically being like, are you approaching me? But anyway, obviously Fukuzawa, being the arsehole that he is, just being like, well, guess what? I know you've been having some problems lately because I've nicked 2 of your fucking ADA members. Oh, because here we go, I have Tanizaki and Kunihira that magically disappeared like in the other chapter. Like, arsehole. So, they're tied up in the same kind of like beds that Asagiri was up in 102. Chapter 102. And it turns out that the machine that they're linked into basically like stops their heartbeats and basically stops them breathing and shit. But there's like an electric pulse that goes through them just to kind of keep them alive for the moment, but basically just puts them in like a wee temporary kind of coma kind of shit. But if he turns off the machine, they fucking die like instantly apparently. Which, like, what the actual fuck? Like, it kind of makes sense if we go back to 102 for like 2 wee seconds, and the fact that when Asagiri wakes up, and the fact that Teruko looks absolutely fucking terrified, like what the actual fuck is going on, like that all makes sense if he's actually linked up to the same machine, if it actually is active, because why did he wake up? So this is now very interesting on that regard of that little cliffhanger that we have about what the fuck is happening with Asagiri. But anyway, back to this chapter. And rightfully so, we have Fukuzawa and Ranpo looking at them all tied up and like, what is happening? Like, shock. Because, yeah, obviously. I'm pretty sure they didn't expect like 2 of their members to be like hooked up to fucking life or death machines. And rightfully so, Fukuzawa looks fucking raging. That fucking panel of him just, oh, the anger you could just feel radiating. Yeah, he's definitely not a person I would like to piss off. But anyway, he's Fukuzawa because it makes it worse, because obviously they used to be buddies. Oh, it makes it so much worse when you think about this whole fucking chapter and the fact that they were all like pally, especially when Ranpo was younger. Anyway. So, obviously, they knew that obviously something was going to be going on, like tits up and whatnot. So, they come prepared because obviously it's Ranpo. Ranpo thinks of a million ways in which things could go. Because, Ranpo. And, well, obviously, with the help of Po, has, well, a book up his, well, I was going to say book up his sleeve, but it's more in his back pocket. But, just a simple idea of, obviously it's easy, just like, you get a book, throw it at Fukuzawa, he goes into the book, fine and dandy, he's stuck in there for a good while. But that doesn't happen, does it? No. Obviously Fukuzawa, being the bastard that he is, has managed to use his stupid ability to stab Ranpo right through the hand to stop him picking out the book. Which then it's like, wait a second, how the fuck did he do this? Because he didn't unsheath the sword. So how the fuck did he manage to do this? Bastard. That's why. I just. I have a hatred, as it's very obvious, and I'm not going to shy away from it. So, if you're looking for an unbiased account of this chapter, you are not getting that here. You will never get that here. But anyway, with that, the fact that Fukuji from the future has now just stabbed him through the hand to stop him with the book. Obviously, Fukuji being like, oh wait, I've just stabbed him. I better go get him. So there we go. That leads to Fukuji just fucking running all the way over to Ranpo and knocking him out and then nicking him to his own side. So we have a passed out fucking Ranpo in the hands of Fukuji, being the arsehole that he is. Leaving it then up to basically between him and Fukuzawa to basically continue on the stupid fight on the fucking roof. And basically Fukuzawa basically pulls him up saying like, yeah, this isn't what you're really after, is it? Like, because you're just a prick. What you're trying to do isn't what you actually want, you want something else out of it. And then Fukuji's like, oh, look, you know me so well, as if we haven't fought together and shit. And basically leaves the cliffhanger at the end basically being, you work out what I want to do in 5 minutes, and if you don't, I'm going to kill everyone that's on this roof. And here we go. Another fucking cliffhanger. So the cliffhanger basically just being potentially a fight between Fukuzawa and Fukuji, but like, how many fucking cliffhangers do we have now? Like, we have the prison, we have what the fuck's going on with Asagiri, we have what the fuck's going on with Brahmanaya and whatnot. Now we have this one, like, what the actual fuck is going on? Like, Asagiri, calm your fucking tits. Can we get a conclusion to something? And the worst part is, because these are all, like, all these, like, cliffhangers have been, like, in, like, almost, like, half chapters. Like, we're only in chapter 103. We've had about, like, all these cliffhangers within the last, technically, 3 chapters if you combine them all together. Like, what the fuck? Oh, my only hope is, right, but this is Ranpo we're talking about. So he's already thought about the fact that this could have happened. So hopefully, that he has a spare book up his sleeve. And whilst the fact that Fukuji has him in his hands just goes, aha, boom. I don't know why, I'm just thinking of just him slapping it in his face. Maybe I think because that would be satisfying. But, yeah. It's annoying because, obviously, you can't see all the times where Fukuji goes back and whatnot and fixes the past. Well, you know, fixes the past. To try and see what actually happened. Because the book is very powerful. Like, the books that Po create are very powerful. Because, obviously, once you're kind of sucked in, it's kind of hard to get out. As we saw with, like, Juya and what. Like, Juya's very powerful, and yet he couldn't, like, stop getting sucked into the book. So why is Fukuji different, and what makes him so special apart from maybe Asagiri loving the fuck out of him, and that's why I hate him so much. Oh, like, why is there so many on risk of dying on the cliffhangers? Like, that's not fucking cool. It really doesn't help right now that there's a theory going round with, you know how if you buy the physical mangas and whatnot, you have those wee kind of chapter pages that are illustrated and whatnot. And there's one of Mori and Elise is like drawn on the wall, right? And there's like, it's like faces of people, like all the characters, so there's like Dazai and everything like that. But there's ones where people are crossed out. Kind of like, haha, you're dead kind of thing. It doesn't help. Right now, when you look at that picture, literally nearly everyone who's on that rooftop right now has a fucking X over their face. So, Kunekida, like, Fukuzawa, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me? See if Elise is somehow predicting the fucking future. I'm going going to riot. Like, no. No. It's really fucking scary about like how it could come true, because I seen it like a while back, because I'm sure there's one where she's got a drawing of Akutagawa with the exact same, obviously with a crossover, he said, and obviously we know what happened in chapter 88 and whatnot. So, like, Elise, what the fuck? It's all your fault. So, if anything bad happens in the next few chapters, it's all Elise's fault. Let's just blame it on her. But, oh jeez. Like, why do we have to be so on edge with these chapter releases so far? Like, what's with all the cliffhangers? Like, why do we have to jump around? I understand that this is, like, all these bits are happening, like, simultaneously. However, can we get some resolve? There is only so much my heart can take. Alright. And it's kind of hard when you like so many of the fucking characters. Especially when some of them break your fucking heart. Even like 3 months later. That's worse to think that the fact that chapter 101 was like 3 months ago. Jesus, I've still not recovered. But, and the worst part is, I don't even know if next month we'll actually continue off this part, or if we're going to go somewhere else. I just don't even fucking know anymore. Bungo, I love you, but oh my god, you do know how to, like, hurt somebody just for the sake of it. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Is Ranpo safe? I fucking hope he is. Or, like, is everything going to be okay? Is anyone going to die? Like, do you believe in this, like, Elise kind of theory thing? Or do you have a different theory? Like, I don't know why I was about to say this. I was like, put your death predictions down below. I'm like, no! I want happy comments, but that's kind of hard. Oh, but anyway, hopefully next month we'll get a better resolve. Probably not. We'll probably have another fucking cliffhanger of another fucking bit happening. Oh, we're probably gonna go back to Genji. Fucking Tetra being like on the hunt for Juno. And then we'll have a fucking cliffhanger there. Oh, see if I call that, that's gonna be so fucking stupid. But anyway, until next time, I'm AJ, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.